Adding effects is another tool in the editor's arsenal, and Final Cut is packed with them. In this video, you'll discover the common locations to access effects and how to apply some of the most common ones, and a few ways to save time when working with effects. For this demo, drag a clip from the browser to your existing project and connect it to the primary storyline. In the timeline, this clip is physically above the other, so in the viewer, it visually appears on top of the other clip, covering up the one below it. In Final Cut, this is the normal way clips are merged together, also known as the normal blend mode. Navigate to the video inspector and change the opacity of the connected clip. As the opacity is lowered, we are able to see the clip below it. Remember adding keyframes to change the audio level in an earlier video? Use the same technique to change the opacity over time, allowing the video to fade in and out. Change how the clips visually blend together by adjusting the blend mode. Change transform, crop, and distort values in the inspector, or use the tools in the viewer. Notice these values also have keyframe buttons and can be animated over time. One of my favorite gems in the video inspector is the Spatial Conform setting. By default, it is set to fit, which means any clip added to the project will fit the frame of the project. If you're creating a vertical project for social, change Spatial Conform to fill. This eliminates the empty areas around the image. Then use the position values to reposition it. Create a fast or slow motion effect with the Retime menu. Use blade speed with Shift B to create multiple speed segments to adjust the speed over the length of a clip. As you work with effects, you may notice the dotted line at the top of the timeline indicating a render is needed. Background rendering is on by default, but if turned off, select a render option from the Modify menu. Without rendering, the viewer may display unclear video or effects, especially more complex effects from the effects browser. Press Command 5 to browse effects. In the color category, click and drag black and white onto a clip. This is a simple effect that removes color from a clip. Use the controls in the inspector to adjust the effect. Use the checkbox to disable an effect, or click on the name and press the delete key to remove it. To bring more attention to the product, add the day into night effect. This effect adjusts color to make it appear more like night. Use masks to limit the effect to around the lights. To the right of the effect name, click the button to add a shape mask. Adjust the position of the mask in the viewer. The space between the inner and outer circles is the fall-off. Adding more fall-off can help blend the light and dark areas to make the effect less obvious. Currently, the mask is telling the night effect to happen inside the circle. We want the opposite. Click the mask button and select Invert Masks. Not bad. Save time by copying the clip. Then select all of the other clips that need the same effect. Go to Edit, Paste Attributes. This window allows us to select what parameters from the copied clip we'd like to paste onto the selected clips. For this case, just the day into night effect should do it. I encourage you to experiment with other video and audio effects. Don't forget blend modes and crop tools for mixing multiple clips. The retime options are expansive, and like other effects, they are non-destructive, which means you can apply them without risking the original media. Remove attributes at any time by going to Edit, Remove Attributes. Want to know how to use an effect? Leave the name of it down in the comments.